Pets. We know them. We love them. We've all had them. And so that's what we're talking about today. Pets, dogs, cats, whatever else you have for that matter.
You know what? I'll kick this off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my family, we've had multiple. We just have family pets. Me myself don't own it. It's kind of like my whole family. Just collectively, we don't have to. We all take care of the pets together. Lives at my mom and dad's house. That way, it's just better for everybody. Anyway, we've had a lot of dash hounds. Dash hounds are like the breed we love the most.
You mean dachshunds, right?
Well, it's dash hounds.
I don't think it's dash hound.
I've heard people say
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
Okay, yes.
So.
Little weenie dogs.
Little wiener dogs, right?
Okay.
Little hot dogs. So we had one of them, Bandit, so adorable. And the one we currently have now, his name is Leo. Let me tell you, though, they love to, lick into your, sinus canal. They will clean out any kind of gunk you have.
Hey, that's handy.
They love giving you kisses. Now, Leo more so than Bandit. Bandit was just a cuddler. Leo loves kisses. It's like he forgets. It's like he gives you, he'll lick you for 30 minutes, and then he'll sit there on your lap and be like, oh, yeah, did I kiss you already? Well, in case I did.
Just in case.
You know what I mean? So,
that's great.
This tongue will go into canals you didn't realize you had.
My grandmother had a little dachshund, and his name was Tony. Tony was a little turd. That's just, there's no other way. Yeah. So grandma had little bitty trash cans, and she had one in each room of the house, She was real big on always having a little trash can. She always had Kleenexes everywhere. It was a grandma thing. So anyway, she would go to the grocery store. She'd put Tony in the dining room with baby gates, right?
Mm-hmm, right.
Because
baby gates are very important.
Yes, because there was linoleum in there. And it was just in case, Tony had a little accident, then he didn't mess up the carpet.
Easy to clean up.
Okay,
right.
No big deal. So she would go downstairs, get in her car, go out the garage, and go to the store. He would wait for that garage door to shut, promptly jump over the baby gate, and root through every single little trash can she had.
Trash cans are a dog's, the all-you-can-eat buffet, man.
Well, because there's a bunch of Kleenex in there. So he's dragging all these Kleenex and everything all over the house. Then he'd hear that garage door go up downstairs, and he'd hop back over the baby gate and be sitting in the dining room like, how you doing, Claire? Did you miss me?
I
missed you.
The ripped, shredded paper.
Right.
It's not gonna be,
we've always had to have a trash can that's covered because we've always had dogs, and every one of them has loved the trash can. So yeah, you get tissues in there. You get items of a personal nature in there as well. You know what I mean? So
if you don't want to
stop eyeballing me.
Yeah, if you don't want it strung out along the carpet. Or door to the bathroom.
The worst, man.
Yeah.
And we have two dogs. We have Hamlet, and we have Molly, who is my late father-in-law's dog. So she's 15, I think, going on 16. I don't know. She's basically blind, and she just, she paces around the house. That's all she does. Yeah. And we always have to keep an eye on her because we never know when she's suddenly going to drop and pee. So she's now relegated to a pen area in the living room. So she's still with us. And she sleeps 20 hours a day, basically. But when she's awake,
what a great life.
That's where we have to be. She's a Yorkie. She's a Chihuahua Yorkie, tiny. She's all of 4 pounds. It's funny. Last week we took her in for a visit. They go, "Oh, she's 4 pounds." I go, "Hey, look, she's gained a pound. How about that? She must be eating well with us,
Good.
Fiery hair, though.
Oh, she so needs grooming. She's a mess. She's just a hot mess. Man.
Well, luckily our two do not like going through trash cans, which is nice. Now, the dog I had before these two, Gwen, she was a boxer. And yeah, Gwen loved her a good trash can. In fact, if we let the trash get to a certain level, Gwen knew how to open the can and get in there. And if there was something in there that she really liked, she would knock over the trash can. So we are convinced that at one point, because there'd be times we'd come back and it's she's just sitting there all nice as can be, and she's wiggling, And then you look around, you're like, were we robbed? There's stuff everywhere. Well, we think that she must have knocked over the trash can on Gemma when Gemma was little, because Gemma has a very weird, irrational fear of the trash can. Really? Every time we open the trash can to put something in there, Gemma's like, I'm gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Wow.
So that's the only thing we can think of is Gwen must have knocked over the trash can onto Gemma and really scared her for her to have this weird, irrational fear of the trash can.
Our doorbell sounded the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we bought that house like over 5 years ago, and we've never heard the doorbell on it at all, ever. And then a delivery guy came in, suddenly, ding dong. And I was like, apparently we just weren't pressing it hard enough.
Really?
So now it
Nice.
works, but
I'm sure the dog.
Hamlet was like, what? I know that sound from where we used to live. It's like, no, God.
Do like anytime you're watching a movie or TV show at home and a doorbell rings, do your dogs go nuts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
so weird, man.
Yeah.
Gemma will, and we'll have to say, that's not our house, Gemma.
Not our house.
Magnus will get up and he'll start to bark, and then he's like, that's not ours.
Or
Never
like
mind.
an Amazon delivery. Oh,
Oh,
my gosh,
yeah.
forget about it. They see the shadow of somebody.
Well, our upstairs, our living room is we're in a split level. So upstairs is the living room, and we have a baby gate across the top stairways as you come up. Well, we also have our flag out in front of the door, and it's constantly flapping back and forth.
yeah.
Every time there's Hamlet at the door, whoa, 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 it's the flag! Stop it! Like, because he sees the movement, and that's all he needs, you know?
It's like us with the birds. We have a little nest of Jenny wrens that every spring like to build a nest up in the corner, and they'll have their babies, and then their babies leave, and then they'll hang out for a little bit longer, and then they're gone. Well, the Jenny wrens are back. So when we had those couple of weeks where, you know, it was like 100 degrees, it was just hot and miserable and gross, the husband was like, man, it's really getting hot in the house. Like the AC couldn't really keep up.
Right.
Well, he hung a towel up kind of and blocked that window.
Good move.
So it doesn't look very pretty. But I'm telling you, it's effective.
No, it's true.
They don't notice the birds.
No.
You know, they'll hear them, but they don't see them flying. And so that kind of gets a lot of the barking down. But I tell you what, those two know when we drive into the driveway. They know when a car drives by, and they know when the Amazon guy is here. In fact, we finally just got a welcome mat that says no need to knock. The dogs know you're here. Because they do. It doesn't matter what time of day or night. They know. It's crazy.
The covering the thing is, you know, the baby gate again that we have. I finally did the same thing. We took a blanket and put it over there so you can't see beyond it now. So Hammy would be like looking around, like trying to look at the corner of the, like, can I see beyond this? There's a little crack here. I guess it's like, you can't see it, dude. We win.
Dude, Leo, I've never seen a dog do somersaults, but Leo will. He will literally, he grabs a hold of his tail, and then he gets like into a ball and just rolls around. Like he's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow.
Yeah, like, I've never seen a
That's a talent.
He does that. He just does it for fun.
What about his little back?
He looks, I know. You think.
Probably.
Right? You think, but here's this little dash, just little wheel.
That's
rolling around.
amazing.
It's like, it's
precious.
ridiculous.
Sonic the
Why
Hedgehog.
is he doing it? I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. You know, we have our cat Sonny, and we got him from the shelter. We actually got him from the thrift shop connected with the shelter, and that's where he used to hang out.
Okay, that sounds funny when you're like, I got my cat from the thrift shop.
I did. I know, but that because he would just wander around, and you know, he'd greet people. He was used to dogs and cats and other people coming in and everything. It was like he was very, very. Nothing shakes him.
He's very comfortable.
Yeah. And so he had immediately no problem with Hammy or Molly when we got into the house. In fact, the first day we had him, Hammy was trying to intimidate him. Hammy runs up to him right in his face like that. And Sonny looks at him, what's up? Like, is that the best you got, man? You know? And then now they're at the point where they were playing. Hamlet and Sonny were playing. They were chasing each other the other day. It's just so great to see.
Well, when the husband decided that we were going to get Magnus, after we'd had a strict conversation, and I was like, we're not home enough for the one we have now. I mean, she's the old lady of the house. She naps a lot. She doesn't nap as much as Molly does, but she does nap quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd said, hey, I go, no, let's pump the brakes. You know, we've got weird schedules right now. We don't need another dog. And then there's the day the husband and I went for a drive.
We're
to
going
pick
for
up
a
Magnus.
drive.
Yeah. So I was, talking about somebody who was trying to intimidate somebody and just wasn't having it. He wanted to play with Gemma so bad, and she wanted nothing to do with him. In fact, she kept giving me this look like, you traitor. And I'm like, it wasn't my idea.
We had to talk about this,
I
Mom.
wasn't ready either. And, she'd
You
look
promised me.
She'd give me this look like he'd be all in her face and everything. And she'd give me this look like, remember when it was just the three of us? remember how nice that was?
Mother,
How
I can never
calm
trust
it
you
was?
again.
Exactly.
One of those times back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't start seriously tolerating him until he was about a year and a half old.
We had a cat. This cat actually belonged to my wife. Christmas was her name. And because I think she was born on Christmas. I forget what the deal was.
And
but
was gift giving her game?
No, but so she was hers before we got married. And then, after we got married, and Christmas and I got really close too. She was a great cat. But here's the thing. My mom did not like cats. She was not a cat fan.
Really?
She loved dogs. She always liked Toby, or was like, oh, that's my Toby. How's my Toby doing when she'd call or whatever. Cat, no. So, and this cat would avoid people like crazy when they came over because like, no, I don't like it. My mother would sit down, and this, again, Christmas knew my mom doesn't like cats. My mom would sit down in our living room, and here comes Christmas, right? And she'd just sit right up against my mom, and my mom would be like, I was like, oh, she likes you, Mom. Oh, and here's Christmas going against my mom.
Wow.
She just knew.
Do y'all remember your very first animal that you ever owned?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I'll kick it off.
Yeah, again.
Chihuahua Sadie was her name. She was a miniature Chihuahua too. So not only tiny dog, extra tiny dog, and like the only thing she would fetch, Lincoln Logs. Like
Really? That was it?
She could pick
Very
up with her
picky.
little mouth.
Weird.
It was the cutest thing. Or like little, we had like little stuffed animals from McDonald's back in the day. It was a little
Right.
stuffed Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay.
And she could pick those up and play with them.
But it had to be the right size.
Yeah. But but even then, it was like almost the size of her. So she's walking around with this giant toy. It's the cutest thing.
That's so great.
So I was maybe 3, 4 at the oldest, and we had Lobo. Lobo was a shepherd mix, big dog. And Dad kind of had a rule that there were no animals in the house. So I remember as a kid, I was like, one day when I'm an adult, I'm going to have animals in the house. And I did. But anyway, Lobo was just, he would follow you around, real sweet dog. Well, I think Dad knew that Lobo was probably on his way out. He was really old. And so he went to the shelter and got Jake. Jake was this black and white, I'm not even sure what kind of dog he was, some sort of mutt, but very hyper, very high energy. And his thing was every time we would take the truck down to the barn to check on cattle, so if we had some that were getting close to having a calf or something, Jake would run after the truck. Well, one morning we had spent the night at my grandmother's down in Mocaine. So Dad walks out on the porch. Oh, Lobo had passed away. So, he gets Lobo, goes and buries him. He's going down to check on this cow. And Jake's running alongside the truck. And Jake got too close to the tire.
Oh, no.
And Dad ran over Jake.
Oh.
So then here's Dad, second time in the morning, digging another hole. And my mom's like, how are we going to tell the kids? What are we going to do? So anyway, gets down. He's telling us we're at grandma's, and like we're all sitting around breakfast, because Jake and Lobo were
That is
caught.
terrible.
But then we got King, and he was a German Shepherd that Dad got from the animal shelter. And at first, we kind of thought he might be a little too wild with the cattle because he wanted to chase them. After about a week, it's like he knew exactly what he was supposed to do. He was one of the best dogs we ever had.
Well, Aaron, I'm glad you preceded my story with that because I was afraid you were going to, after I was done, she was going to be like, well, Hilly, thanks for bringing us all down. So, but it's going to be hard
Happy
to top.
to help.
It's going to be hard to top that. No, my first dog
It's called Farm Lessons.
Yeah.
was Max, and Max was a cockapoo. And this was 1973. Cockapoos were a fairly new breed, I guess. And my mom and dad got him from a pet store, believe it or not.
So were they considered kind of like a fancy breed then, I guess?
I don't know about fancy, but it was new. Whatever. It was Cocker Spaniel and Poodle, I guess, combined. I don't know. Cockapoo. But anyway, Max was all of however many weeks old, and I got him in 1973 for 8th grade graduation.
Awesome.
And I loved that dog. And my dad trained him. My dad was amazing with dogs. He had the magic touch with dogs. And so he kind of trained him, and he was living over at my grandmom's house at the time, his mom, my Nana. And so he trained him and everything. And then Max finally moved in with us. And I love that dog. And I got so many great memories of him. My brother and sister loved him, and he was there at Christmases with us. And I, excuse me, I went off to college in September of 1977. And I believe it was my sophomore year. The next year, I had just gone back. It was, again, September. And I call home, hey, how's everybody? Hey, how's Max? And my mom is the one that has to tell me, and she couldn't. She says, oh, we can't find him. I don't know. We're trying to find him. I go, what? What do you mean you can't find Max? This goes on for like maybe a week. And finally, I'm talking to my dad, and he says, Max died. What? Apparently, because our house that we were living on at the time was right on a pretty big highway in New Jersey. My sister had opened the door. He had run out, got hit on the highway.
Oh.
And he crawled over to the median and died over there. My brother, apparently, from stories I've told, just went out of his mind. He ran out of the house to there. And it's like the saddest, it might be the saddest thing that ever happened in my life involving an animal, But that dog, he was 5 years old, but he was just the greatest. I mean, you want to talk about a loving dog. Max was incredible. So.
My phone just died, by the way.
Kid you not.
Oh, that's why Jordan's all.
Pause. Hang on here. Hang on.
Hang on.
Yeah, Aaron, look.
Hang on.
He's frozen
Yeah,
there.
he is. Why don't you shut down your phone? You can come over here and share with me. How about that?
Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, I still got to get rid of Jordan.
Yeah.
All right, let me get rid of.
Boom.
Let me.
I've
I have to
duplicated.
ban Jordan. Remove from
Magic.
stage.
That's
This is
right.
what happens.
It's all right. My phone.
No, wait. Let me
Go get
change
your
the
chair.
layout.
Go get
Hang
your
on.
chair.
See, look, this is how you know. This is real stuff here. Okay.
Real life.
This is how you know we're doing it live. Baby.
Exactly.
That's all right.
Hang on. Yeah, rename brand is the option. How about doofuses?
I wondered what happened.
Hey.
I was like, I went dark, and then it goes phone shutting down.
Oh, great.
I was like, oh, did Jordan completely?
Layout. Here we go. There's two people.
There we are.
Turns out
Done.
filming long videos.
Yeah, now
drains
I'm
your
gone.
battery.
Wait a minute, Kevin's gone now. See, this is the kind of stuff.
I still, you know what the crazy thing is? I still had like 50%, so it drained the crap out of my
Wow.
battery.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry about this, folks. We're trying.
Apologies.
This is what you call technical difficulties.
Oh, calm down. This is like the most Kast thing that could happen.
Oh,
Let's
my
be
God.
honest.
And if you all didn't think that we were all in the same room together, we are.
No, we,
Joke's on you.
we truly are. Oh, hang on. And I can't even pause this thing.
This
so,
is fantastic.
And I'm not
I love
starting
this.
over, I can tell you that. Layout. All right, here we go. Boom.
The most raw cast that we've done.
I know.
Kevin, you're somewhere.
Where's Kevin? How do
We're waiting.
how do I add Kevin here? Hang on. Okay. I don't have my glasses on top of
Oh,
that.
jeez.
Invite. Shall I invite myself? No, that doesn't
No, you
work.
should be able to just put yourself back on, right?
I could remove me from stage. Hang on. Okay.
You just removed us. Oh, there you are. You're teeny tiny.
You're the tiny
Oh,
one.
great. Super. I'm tempted to end this cast now, but I'm not going to. Oh, my God.
What a shocker.
Now, are we all gone?
We're all
Well, no, except for you.
You're tiny.
You're like a little bitty thumbnail.
Or is that us? No, that's
No.
you and me.
Oh, that's us. Never mind. Jordan and I are like Thumbelina right now.
Oh,
Hey.
you're back, Kevin.
You could.
Are you there, though?
No.
No.
Add to stage. Okay, remove from stage. Hang on. Add
Now
to
you're
stage.
tiny.
Add to stage.
Now we're back.
We're back.
You know,
Do a 2. Can you do like a 2?
I'm trying. Hang on. I'm really sorry about this. Makes us look so bad, but you know what? It's
No,
real life.
Exactly.
It is so real life. It's sad.
And if you ever thought that we were truly professionals, joke's on you.
Or do you have another thing coming? There. I'm just looking at all the possibilities here. How about that? Now there's just you now, huh?
It's
Yeah.
just us. Kevin,
All right.
get on
Hey,
it.
Kevin, you
We'll
want to
finish
Kevin,
the
you want to
cast.
run over here?
Do it all from there.
Finish the cast from one
We got
slide.
room right here, pal.
Oh my God.
Well, that was
Come
an
on,
episode
man.
of the cast.
Hang on.
Come on, man. We'll pyramid this. It'll be great.
Hang on.
That's so funny.
Here we go. One more try here for me. And then
Well, here's the thing: this has never happened before.
Yeah.
I know. This is brand new.
It's a learning curve.
This is a fresh hell. Okay, hang on.
This is what happens when a camera dies on you.
Okay, so I'm looking for me.
I don't
you know
want to be
what?
that person, but you know what? I charged my phone this morning.
I do listen,
What? Yeah. Okay. And I can't even pause this thing. And I don't have my glasses on top of that. Remove from stage. Great, now we're all gone.
Good job, Kevin.
Hang on.
The good news is we can at least edit all this till we get it figured out.
Nah, why do that?
We're not editing on this, man.
It's real life.
You get all the ugliness here.
That's right.
Every bit of it. All right, here we go. There's me. There's Kevin. Add to stage.
There
Okay.
he is.
Now here's Aaron. Hey!
We're there.
We're back. Thank you for if you hung with us during that whole time, thank you for your patience.
Yeah, look at you.
And what else is not going on in your life that you found that
And be
worth
sure to
waiting
just
for?
roast us like crazy below.
Look, it's the funniest thing. I guess my phone didn't fully charge when I was sleeping last night, but it was like 50 when we started. So.
Either that or Kevin and I's pet death stories just made it so sad it drained.
My phone decided to be like, I'm out. I can't handle no more pet sadness.
That's right.
Unbelievable. So, so where were we? We were talking about pets.
Yeah.
And
We're talking about our first pets, right?
yeah. So, anyways, I told you how I lost Max.
Yes.
We had a dog named Toby. We had a shepherd mix named Toby, and we got him. We got him in '86. Don and I were married in '89, and I had him. I had an apartment in Pennsylvania, and so he was my dog there, and he was a amazing dog. He was though out of control. We were like the third owner that he had.
Oh, okay.
Okay, two people had given up on him. I said, we're going to take a shot. And he didn't improve a lot with us, but he was just the most loving dog, and he was impossible to take on walks because he would yank your shoulder
Just
right
run
up.
after everything.
He could not be contained.
No, he could not. But here's the best part. So he was living at my apartment, like I said, before we got married. And we go out for something. It was Christmas time, and we go out. We have the Christmas tree up in the living room, in my living room. And there's Toby, and he's loose. You know, we're just kind of leaving him loose or whatever. And we come home, and the Christmas tree is on the floor. Christmas ornaments, balls, decorations all over the place. There's Toby. Hi! Wagging his tail. We're so glad you're here. And there's Toby craps all over the floor. He was just like, he just had himself a party
Wow. He
while
went
we
all
were
out.
gone. He took the Christmas tree down, so I had to put it back up, and I got a string tied around the top of the tree and connected it to the wall, so that didn't happen again.
Wow.
Toby, love
Well,
that dog.
I had
Loved him.
cats for a while, and yeah, my cats both like to climb up into the Christmas tree. And one of them, Jade, she liked to bat the Christmas balls,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
ornaments.
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I went through probably about 4 boxes of Christmas ornaments.
Some of them broke, I'm
They-
sure.
Oh, they would totally
They
break.
didn't
Yeah.
mess with like the presents or anything, did they?
The presents,
Okay,
no.
okay.
The lights, thankfully,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the little Christmas balls. And then I'd get home and I'm like, how did you guys get down and get, like, I'd be looking at their paws and stuff, just convinced there had to be all kinds of, glass in them.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. They,
Amazing.
We would always my
What a
mom,
skill.
My mom would always put like a tree skirt underneath the tree,
Mm-hmm.
and we would always find various toys, bones buried in there.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
all the time as you sit, get some presents out, and all of a sudden, as your giant bone is also coming out
Uh-huh.
with it.
Gemma likes to put herself under the tree.
Oh.
Like, we kind of wait until the last minute to put presents under there because Gemma likes to lay on the tree skirt and kind of, she's the present. She just plops herself right down there.
It's amazing. Some certain breeds obviously live longer than others. Now, Aaron, you have a shepherd, so you kind of relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
We had Toby from 86 to 2003. He passed away in 2003. He was 16 years old.
Yeah, that's
And he never developed that hip dysplasia that is common with
Mm-hmm.
shepherds. He was a shepherd mix, so I don't know. But he was, he at the time where he was going, we had to sometimes lift him up. We'd grab a towel, put it around under his back hip, and lift him up. Once he was standing, he was okay. He could walk. but he couldn't get up sometimes. So, but we finally reached the point where he didn't want to go, but we knew he was no longer. We were only hanging on to him for our sake, not for his. So we had to let him go.
Anytime you've got a large breed dog, they just don't last as long as the small breeds do.
Your time is going to be limited with them. Yeah.
Gemma, I mean, she's a Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd. She's 10 and a half right now. So we kind of know that.
She's a senior, yeah.
She's a beyond a senior. I mean, she's practically the crypt keeper.
She's a super senior.
Yeah.
Crypt keeper.
Time's a ticking, and it's not in our favor.
Yeah.
Magnus is 3, and so, we've often thought, what's going to happen when she goes? Are we going to get him a buddy? And, we're going, no, we're not going to do that. But I don't know. When the time comes, maybe we'll find the right fit, the right dog, and, just do it all over again. But I will tell you guys, I will never have another puppy.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, though, Magnus, when you first, because I remember the stories of Magnus, you went through HE double hockey sticks with him.
He was a difficult
But you can leave him alone in the house now. Isn't that amazing?
You're talking like Erin, she was so stressed that she would have to be leaving work. Or like she'd be like, I got to come back, guys. I got to go home.
She'd be losing hair.
Make sure he's not getting in, wrecking my house. And she'd come back with a story every time. You won't believe what happened to the TV.
Oh, my gosh. He would eat everything. And he,
just chewing the
they had to put him in a they had to put him in a Supermax cage.
Oh yeah, he kept breaking out of his pokey. So we'd get like these little
crate,
hey, we're gonna crate train him. It's gonna be great. No, it was not great. From the time he was a little bitty puppy, we would put him in at night because that was gonna be the thing. He's gonna sleep in his crate at night,
right.
And he'd be in it during the day while we were at work.
Crate training works when it's done right. It does work.
And then we would work on kind of like Gemma didn't need a crate. Gemma. She's great in the house, but she wasn't like that overnight either. So we knew there was going to be some work. Well, there was all kinds of puppy blogs that are like, your new puppy will sleep up to 22 hours a day. Lies. I don't know if Magnus was shotgunning coffee all day or what he was doing, but he had energy for days and days. And like he lived for playing fetch and catch. And if we stopped, here, I'm a grown adult, and I'm trying to get him to stop. He wouldn't stop.
I heard about this almost every morning. It's amazing.
I faked a nap. I faked falling asleep on the couch just to get 3 minutes. 3 minutes to myself where I didn't have to throw that stupid rope. I would have to barricade myself in the kitchen because he's trying to bring me his rope and put it up on the stove. And I'd be like, no, buddy, hot, no. No, I would have to barricade myself into the kitchen. Meanwhile, this fool's trying to army crawl underneath the bar stools to bring his darn rope in.
Didn't you used to try to hide, or not hide, but keep it out of his reach, the thing like up on a shelf or something, and he would just cry mercilessly?
He was just distraught and beside himself and just couldn't understand
why. That's a true addiction.
That's emotional
Seek help.
Big time.
I need my squeaky.
He ate books. He ate DVDs. He ate shoes.
Yeah, how many movies and books did you lose?
Too many. Too many to count. There are times where, I get ready to leave and I see like my little book collection. I'm like, oh, I'll see you guys later because, I love my books.
Yeah.
And I've had nightmares where I've come home and Magnus got bored and ate the books. It happened before. No, he's been really good. But let's just face it, he was not a great dog at all until he hit about 2 years old.
There you go. And he's a great dog now.
Now he's 3, and now he's snuggly now. He likes to I'll curl up against you and he'll talk. Like he's really telling you about his day. Whereas before he couldn't see anything but that rope. So now it's like he goes, oh, I live with people. Cool. I'm going to interact with them.
That's good.
Jordan,
Get the puppy out of him.
You have 3 kids at home. Do they ask for a dog or cat or pets?
All the time. But then I'm just like, look, we'll go over to Grandma and Grandpa's house. We got a dog over there.
That's where you can get your dog on.
And listen, and they love Leo. Believe you me, they'll play with him like crazy. And that little dog loves them. He's like their guardian angel. The moment the kids are over there, he's like, where are they at all times? He needs to make sure he sees them. He needs to make sure he can help them if they need help. He's all the time.
Yeah.
The moment they move, he moves. Like it's insane. He loves them and they love him. It's great.
You know, you could always drop the kids off at our house.
Yeah.
Magnus would wear them out. No questions
They'll
asked.
be ready for bed by the time you get them home.
They will, absolutely.
You know, you said so. Your Gemma's a Pyrenees mixed with what?
Anatolian Shepherd.
So does she have like the Pyrenees coat of like that big poofiness?
Yes, she's double coated. She's got the double dew claws. Her face and everything looks more Pyrenees, but she has the Anatolian Shepherd coloring.
Yeah.
So she's more of that kind of blonde color.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's hair for days. We're constantly brushing her.
Yeah.
The other, because she and Magnus, when they play, they'll go for each other's heads and ears. They'll do that for hours and, latch on. Well, they get mats behind their ears. So every couple weeks I got to go in with scissors and trim, and she'll sit there so good for that. He's like a wild banshee. And it's always a challenge to try to trim him
look
off
at
of
your
Magnus.
sister. Look how well she handles this.
Yeah, it's like, why can't she be cool like your sister? Look at her sitting there all
My
great.
aunt has a great Pyrenees and but doesn't really shave her, so like she just looks like a giant polar bear. Just this big poofy white bear,
Yeah, we don't shave her either. We'd asked the vet about that, and the vet said actually the double coating keeps them cool.
Yeah,
which,
I've heard that. Yeah.
Which surprises me. But yeah, I mean, like it can be ridiculously hot outside, and she'll want to lay in the sun. And I'll only let her do it for maybe 5-7 minutes somewhere in there before I'm bringing her in. I'm like, no, it's too hot. And she'll look at me like, no, it's fantastic.
I know.
She's also the dog that will lay down when it's raining, snowing. She doesn't care. She loves being outside. And there's times I'm like, okay, the neighbors are gonna call, the animal control on us and be like, they're not taking care of their dog. But I mean, she
put their dog outside.
yeah, she loves it. She's much happier outside.
You remember our Ellie?
Oh yeah.
Ellie was a mini golden lab. I guess that's the best way to put it.
I was gonna say she had some retriever in her. I remember
retriever.
that.
Yeah, exactly. So she was a great dog too. But we had her at the house we raised the kids in, and we had like an acre and a half, something like that, of property. And behind us were woods, which led into a whole different subdivision. Ellie would get out, a lot of times we would just put her on the tie out, and she would run around there and and everything. But she was also the kind of dog you could just let out the back door. Sure. And she's going to hang around for the most part, so we didn't really have to worry about that. She didn't chase or anything like that. But sometimes you had to keep your eye on her because she would suddenly vanish into the woods. And I'm like, I have videos of me going, Ellie, get over here! And you see her bounce back. Yeah. Well, that subdivision behind us, and sometimes we'd go back there looking for her. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, she visits our house all the time. She was like the neighborhood dog over there. They'd give her snacks and everything. And I was like, oh, yeah, we've seen her plenty.
So Gemma, we have a very, very long lead for her because to this day, if Gemma goes out without a leash and collar, she's running. She's like Forrest Gump. If she's going anywhere, she is running.
She's running.
And she will run to like the next county and then look behind her and like, oh, well. Where did I
don't know
miss
where I am
them at?
now.
Where are they at?
I don't recognize any of this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got side cramps and we're all out of shape. But so yeah, we just have her on a very long lead. She can go out there, and then when she's done, she comes to the back door, and she'll just sit there all nice. And then we let her back in. But yeah, she's mixed with Anatolian Shepherd, so it turns out those are both very common herding dogs. Very popular on farms, for sheep, cattle, what have you. But it's funny because she will try to herd us.
That's
oh sure.
Yeah, she doesn't like it if if I'm in the bedroom reading and the husband's watching something on YouTube. Sometimes he'll watch something like, oh, this is too loud, it's too distracting. I gotta go to the other room and read. She'll try to get us both into the same room.
That's her.
Oh,
that's her breed.
Yeah, she does not like it when we are in separate areas. If he's in the garage and I'm making dinner,
for her,
she's like, nope, don't like this. Yeah. Whereas Magnus is just like, you guys gonna throw my rope?
Yeah.
That's
one of you.
the important.
Yeah.
The important thing.
Well, and it's funny because every once in a while we'll be out in the community and, we'll be doing a remote or something like that. And that is like one of the most popular things is, oh, we always hear about your dogs. Are you going to bring your dogs?
Yeah.
And I always want to say, are you nuts?
You know not what you ask.
Exactly, because that's just it. It's like I would have to choose. Am I going to do my job?
Right.
Or am I going to run after those two knuckleheads? Because, yes, they will cause chaos.
We had a station event years ago at a radio station in New Jersey I was working, and it was a walkathon for some cause. I don't know what it was. And everybody would bring their dog. And I brought Toby with me, and he's on the leash. And I'm telling you, I think we finished ahead of everybody just because it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was like one of those things.
Maybe he was competitive. Maybe he just wanted to win.
He was very much into the cause. That's
yes,
what it was.
that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, we love talking about dogs and pets. I mean, it always makes great stories on the air too. And I bet you've got some stories too.
Well, before we end this, most unusual pet you've ever owned?
Okay, I got one. Praying mantis, actually.
Ooh.
Wow.
I owned a praying mantis for a while, and it was really cool because I got to watch it. It actually was like in a little cocoon. Like it built its own. Like it had like it laid its eggs. And it was like this like cocoon. It was so cool. It was it was so cool having a praying mantis, and I fed it bugs and stuff. It was awesome.
Nice.
Maybe we should get one for the station.
Yeah, and it never like bit me or anything like that either. Like I've heard that they can, but
Really?
like yeah,
I've
I
never
guess
heard they
it
bite,
knew it's
really?
like this guy's feeding me, so I won't let it.
Yeah, well,
This guy's
smart.
an endless supply of bugs.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had anything but a dog or a cat.
Really?
I will tell you, my cousin Rich, my cousin Rich, Aaron, he had a bird named Peppy.
Oh,
nice.
fun.
And my mom was scared to death of birds. So every time we went over to their house in New York, they had to make sure Peppy was in the cage because they used to sometimes let him fly around the house. But, Aunt Alice is coming over. Quick, here, put him in the cage.
Ooh, that's
so
fun.
Peppy was probably like, I hate when those Hillies come over. I'm always trapped in the cage.
Let's see. Tarantulas. I've had 2 tarantulas from people who had tarantulas and didn't want them anymore. And for whatever reason, Erin likes creatures. Let's give them to her. I didn't want it either, but I took care of them.
Yeah.
I've had rats, hamsters, guinea pig, and iguana.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a list.
Yeah. So I had a lot. Well, because, when we finally moved to this other farm, my dad was still like, okay, well, you know what? This time, no dogs or cats. I don't want it scaring off my wildlife.
Right, right, sure.
So I
course.
kind of, because I still lived at home, I rebelled and just brought home all of the things
I did one time
that
have
weren't a dog
frog.
or cat.
I did one time have like a really
Oh,
cool.
I had one of those too.
Oh,
a
that's
fire-bellied
right. We had a
toad.
frog too. I forgot.
It was like red and blue. I don't even know how to
Okay,
explain it.
mine he was green on top, and then the bottom was like a black and red.
Oh,
It was
really?
a fire-bellied toad.
I think mine was like some sort of like tree frog or something, but it was
Cool.
like real cool. It was like red and blue and like, but it was so awesome, and it actually would like swim in our fish tank. It actually likes to like go in our fish tank and swim with the fishes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
I had fish too.
Fish. Yeah. So I do remember, Jordan, that we had a frog too. I found it outside, and I remember it used to live in a jewelry box.
Yeah.
We had like a bag. So we put, I don't know, we had lettuce. I don't know, whatever we had in there.
Yeah,
the
it
frogs.
made like a little terrarium.
Except
or
we went
whatever
away
for 'em.
for a few days and we forgot about him. And we came back to this dried up.
Oh,
It was terrible. What a terrible death that must have been. Lord, forgive me. We were just kids.
I was going to say, and you
we were
just gave
stupid
me
kids.
You gave me trouble for my dog, the double death story. I
know. So
I never like had like a spider, but we used to have like in the garden, those like garden spiders.
Oh,
that, like,
yeah,
as
those
big
are
as your
big,
hand,
yeah.
those like yellow and black ones.
Mhm.
I would feed it grasshoppers and just watch it like so not a pet, but like kind of.
Yeah, a learning guide.
Yeah, a learning guide.
Exactly.
I observed it for multiple weeks.
Mhm.
Well, it's all about pets this week, and if you got a pet story, leave a comment wherever you're watching or listening from. Thanks for sticking with us through the
Thanks for listening to this super professional version of the
technical
Kast.
difficulties that we had. Jordan, can you find the subscribe button? I still don't know where it is.
You know what? I'm on Aaron's device.
Yeah.
I think I got this.
We got the Cat Country logo up there.
Oh, wait, no, I don't.
We've got the
have
Kast
this.
logo up
We
there.
don't know where it's at.
Wait, like and subscribe. Boom.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Boom.
Hey! Hey, he did it.
He did it.
There you go. And thanks for being along. That will wrap up. I'll make sure you give us a subscribe. Yeah, as it says right there. Okay. And
there,
no,
yeah.
see, Now, see, Aaron. Oh, never mind. I won't get into it. This whole thing is all screwed up the way we. It looks like you're pointing to your left in the video when I know you're meant to be pointing to the right to the subscribe.
Maybe on your phone, but it looks good on our end.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my! What a train wreck! That wraps up this edition of the Kast.
Goodbye.
Well, we're waiting.
Oh, there's pause.
It's still going.
There's pause recording. Hang on,
It's still going.
I know.
We figured it out.
I just found out where pause the recording is. We could have sure used it. Oh, I'm leaving that all on there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving every.